It's 10 p.m. on a Friday night. You just got off work, came home, and watched a classic ACC matchup in Stanford vs Syracuse, an age-old rivalry really. Then flip between the slugfest of a match between Illinois vs Nebraska as they battled it out for the title of like 6th best Big Ten school, where the Fighting Illini notch a point for the orange teams on the night, but now it's only 10 o'clock, you're only a cool 6 beers in and you've got 3 left, so you might as well tune into San Jose vs Washington State, you say to yourself, not realizing that you are about to witness the game that would save the Pac-12. But you can get in on the action too with Underdog, the easiest place to play fantasy sports. And if you sign up with my promo code today, you're not just getting the best fantasy sport experience, but helping your favorite football YouTube channel out. Using that code will also get you a free pick, plus you can get a deposit offer and up to $1,000 in bonus cash. And what better way to use that cash than on Pick'em, where you pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in this week's game for a chance to win big. Yes, it's just that easy, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money in a single night. And if you sign up right now, you get a free Patrick Mahomes pick. They literally don't even want you to lose. That's how easy it is. And I just love how easy it is to use Underdog's app. So don't punt on a good time. Click the link in the description and come play today on Underdog. But let me give you some context as to why this game is actually so important, because it is. Aside from the fact that I was born and raised a Washington State fan, this game represented a rebirth. Last season, there was a Pac-12 exodus. I'm talking about the ACC claiming Cal and Stanford, the Big 12 got Colorado, Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah, and the Big 10 got Washington, Oregon, UCLA, and USC. The Pac-12 is dead, everybody thought, but no. Because while they thought they were leaving the 2 smallest market teams to fend for themselves with Oregon State and Washington State, they didn't realize they left the heart of the Pac-12 still beating. And where there is a heartbeat, there is life. Now, playing a Mountain West schedule, the year opens up with Washington State going on an absolute tear. Many people had their concerns when their star quarterback Cam Ward left for Miami, being just another person to abandon the Pac-12 for greener pastures, it would seem, leaving this little-known quarterback by the name of John Mateer in the driver's seat. And boy, would he take this team for a drive, throwing for over 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions in his first 3 games while averaging above an 80 quarterback rating. Their FCS opponent got thrashed as the Cougs dropped a 70 steamer, as trademarked by Brandon Perna, on them. They then take on Big 12 opponent. Flashbacks of beating the brakes off Colorado hit them like memories of John Wick's dog hit him. Remembering what they lost, they took their anger out on the Red Raiders. They then go on and had to, God, I can barely even say it, played like Apple Cup, one of my fondest Thanksgiving memories, in the middle of September. And although it came down to the last play, it came down with a win. And almost more importantly than beating the Huskies, which, let me tell you, there are not a lot of things in football more important than that, was the announcement days earlier that the Pac-12 had life. It was bringing in 3 of Mountain West's finest, as well as Colorado State, to have 4 new members alongside San Diego State, Boise State, and San Jose State, who, let me tell you, was not off to a bad start to their season either. Now, yes, their schedule was weaker. They did beat Sac State handily as their FCS offering to the football gods, then snuck past Air Force, who always seems easier to beat on paper than actually going in and playing them, before smacking down Kennesaw State. So now, 2 3-0 teams representing the future of the Pac-12 were going to be playing in the premier Pac-12 time slot, the Friday night slot known as Pac-12 After Dark. This slot is responsible for more callouts than people care to admit on Saturday mornings. It's the type of game where you thought you watched all the good games for the day, let's just go to bed and wake up to the headline that Connor Halliday just demolished the single game passing record with 734 yards in a loss to Jared Goff. It often gave us unbelievable games where you want to just watch it, turn it on, and see one team get a big lead so you can turn it off at halftime, but instead you're up at 3 a.m. watching 2 unranked teams give us the single greatest game that year. And we hold it in such reverence on the Isaac Punch channel. And this game was about to deliver on every front. The Cougs get the ball first, and the drive would be brilliant. John Mateer was throwing all over them, and despite back-to-back false starts, you just can't ask for a cleaner opening drives, as it appears the Cougs script was brilliantly planned out. San Jose would return no favors of giving that offense a second to breathe. As their second play, Chalk would take it 66 yards to the house before, oh my god, a surprise onside kick. Now San Jose has the ball back, which is diabolical. They turn that into a 3-point lead, and it looks like San Jose knows exactly what to bring out after dark. But the Cougars would stay strong, drive down the field to score before the Spartans would be forced to punt, and the Cougs would drive again. Things seem to be slipping away for the new Pac-12 appointee. The Cougars score, and to make matters worse, they fumble on the kickoff return, and suddenly this Cougars 14-point lead looks like it was about to grow. But San Jose State would actually stop them. And then, when they attempt a field goal, they go for the fake, but Janikowski gets stopped, and San Jose was still in this game. They turned that stop into a touchdown, kick the ball off to Washington State, who marches down and kicks a field goal to bring in the half, now with only a 1 touchdown lead, as this game had already given us so much in a single half, but it had so much more. The Spartans received their kickoff 5 plays 2 minutes later, and they were scoring. In an incredible turn of events, the Cougars throw a pick, giving them the ball back, where now they score again, and suddenly they weren't just in the driving seat, but were trying to kick the Cougars out of the damn car. But the Crimson and Gray Brigade would not go quietly into the night. They marched back down the field and score, then force a punt it back, and in a must-have play on 4th and 1, stuffed the Spartans like a can of biscuits, getting the ball back and in short work scoring the touchdown and tying. Oh great heavens, Dean Janikowski missed the field goal, and the Cougars are now down by 1 point. This was disastrous until the Spartans blink and the ball was back in the Cougars' hands thanks to an interception with 5 minutes left in the fourth. And not just that, but the Cougars would in 2 plays score another touchdown, but fail a 2-point conversion, making this a 1 touchdown game. Things were as tense as ever. San Jose punts with 3 minutes left and a grip of timeout still. The Cougs fail the 3rd down conversion and punt it back with 1 minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. And here it would happen. The things dreams are made of. 8 plays to cover 72 yards and the ball game in the balance. 4th and 10 from the 20, Emmett Brown finds Trayshawn Hurry in the back of the end zone. They were laying it out on the line as Hurry sacrifices his body to keep his feet in bounds, landing nastily, and San Jose State had the lead, and now the 2-point conversion attempt is good, and the Spartans say thanks for the welcome to the Pac-12, Cougs. But barely holding on to that bottom rope, down 3 with 26 seconds left in the game, the Cougs tell him, I ain't hear no whistle. John Mateer finds Kyle Williams for 32 yards. They were on the plus side of the field, and Mateer scrambles for another 8. My God, I would follow this man into war. Now, 5 seconds on the clock. Dean Janikowski from 52 has a chance to redeem his game-tying miss earlier and save the Cougars' season, and he strokes it. It never had a chance to miss, and we were on to overtime. Welcome to Pac-12 After Dark. The Spartans open up with an incompletion before a heartbreaking interception, but this is After Dark. There are no easy wins around here. The Cougs turn it over. It's still a ball game. Now, the Cougs open up with a great run, followed by another great run, followed by another great run. They're at the 7. They say let's not overcomplicate it and hand it back to Dylan Payne before going balls to the walls and converting a 2-point conversion. Seeing this, the Spartans decide to hand it off twice to solid success before Brown would pick up the 1st down, and one more run set up this little crossing action on the bottom of your screen for the walk-in touchdown. But now, San Jose State on their back foot, their first Pac-12 After Dark experience, lining up for 2 a.m. Eastern times. The Cougs, with the game on the line, welcome them to the Pac-12.
Emmett Brown under duress. There goes the ball, and the Cougs are on it to improve to 4-0.